Hi guys, welcome back. This is my second video on YouTube here, and I wanted to give everyone a little bit of an update on how things have been going with the job search and how I quit my job without a plan B. So now it's been about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and things have been going a little bit slow. I will say, I have applied to about 60 jobs, and I have been trying to be like very careful about which ones I've been selecting, not just like mass applying to every single one of them, but I am here home alone, and I feel like that's what I should be doing. So 60 jobs is what I have done so far. I've heard back from only about 10, and they were all rejections, so I didn't feel good, but it's expected nonetheless because it's only been 2 weeks. I didn't think like by tomorrow I was going to have another job. So I feel like I'm going to go through a bunch of rejections and things are going to be a little bit difficult for a while, but feeling wise, it sucks. There's no like amount of preparing that you could do for this, honestly, because it's like you can tell yourself like, yeah, like I'm gonna be all right. I know I'm gonna have to go like 2 or 3 months without this, but it does suck. And when you're in it, it sucks even more and you really feel it. I had my full meltdown already. Cried for like an hour and I was like, what did I do? Why did I do this? But there's a lot of things that ultimately I still don't regret. I don't regret leaving my like job before this one to go to this job, which I thought about a lot. I was so comfortable there. I was taking a risk and a leap of faith by going to this last company that I just left from. I refused to be that person that just was so unhappy. And so I don't regret that. I don't regret taking risk. But I do regret like I guess just like not listening to myself more and more. I have been. I'm very proud of like the amount that I have been listening to myself, but I'm just like, there were some signs going earlier on where I noticed and I'm like trying not to beat myself up about, but just little things that I'm just like, I knew I didn't want to go to this job. Like I should have taken my time a little bit more, done more research, but again, I can't take back anything, and I don't because ultimately I still have learned from these risks that I'm taking. So I just hope that I end up somewhere a lot more fitting, I guess. Anyways, I have been working on some side projects. I have worked on a budget template. So naturally, being an accountant, I take like personal finances really serious, and over like the past 2 years, I tried to create a budget. I would always do a really crappy job because I just didn't take it as serious. And I was just like, I just want to know income. I was, income and expenses really lightly. I wasn't tracking everything. But um, I think recently, 2024 really, but recently, now that I don't have a job, I've been like really, really frugal and I've been trying to make sure that I'm not spending unnecessary money. I've canceled like all my subscriptions. I have zero subscriptions down to like Spotify. I'm being like extra frugal right now. And not because like I necessarily need to. Again, I still have a good cushion and stuff, but I'm just like, I feel like money to me is such a priority right now. Like I care about where things are going. And the idea of like finding other creative ways to entertain myself, like I'm not sitting at home just listening to Spotify like 24/7. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to cancel this. I don't need 100 Netflix subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, like all of those. We actually are only using HBO Max right now. So that's the only one we're paying for. You'd be surprised if you go on like Reddit and stuff, you'd be surprised by the amount of people that have like a million subscriptions to these like streaming services and you don't even watch all of them all at once. Like it's impossible to watch all of them. So I'm like, why are we paying for every single one of them month to month to month? I canceled Amazon, which that one's like really spicy because I like Amazon. I use Amazon a lot. I like reading reviews. I like just being on there and I do use it a lot in general. So that one's like I don't know how long that'll last, but I'm trying this new thing of just like canceling everything, seeing like what I can work with. But also Amazon has changed a lot. Like they're just such a huge monopoly over everything that you're just wondering like these really the best prices? Like I feel like I can go to like Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something and find the same thing that I'm looking for a couple dollars cheaper. So I'm like just think in general it's forcing me to just be more like thoughtful about my purchases, like not overspending. And I just don't, if I don't get the free shipping option, I'm not going to get it. Or if I really, really need it, I'm just going to go to the store. Also, like, my best friend lives down the street. Like, I feel like I have people that all have Amazon Prime. If I really needed something by tomorrow, I'd be like, yo, can you like ship this for me? I'll go pick it up down the street. Like, it's that simple. I know it's a little inconvenient, but again, we'll see how this goes. I'm just trying something new, being a lot more frugal. And anyways, back to my template. That's what I was talking about. I did create this. It's a very simple, beginners friendly template. It's gonna be up on Etsy very soon. This is my first time trying anything like this. I've never put up or sold anything honestly online, or a digital product at that. I'm curious how it's gonna go. We'll see. It's a very, again, simple one. I think if you look on Etsy, there's a lot of other people selling their budget templates, and a lot of them are catered to like businesses and also just personal, but they have all of these like crazy KPIs, like all these crazy things that do you really even need? Like, I feel like I don't. And that's what kind of throws a lot of people away from using these templates in general. Like, if it becomes too difficult or too much to use, then why use it? Also, down to like the question, which I think is like something I thought about a lot. Like, if you know how to use Excel, or like you just wouldn't pay for anything that you can do yourself on Excel, to answer that or to make it like really simple for everyone, this thing is gonna cost like $2. I don't think it's gonna gonna break the bank for anyone, and it'll just save you time. I actually bought like 2 to 3 templates on TikTok Shop, and I was surprised about how like poor they were designed. Like, they didn't have their formulas locked, they didn't have like just basic things. You would download it and it was like completely like out of format and stuff like that. So those are the things that I'm looking to like solve. But also, again, just wanted it to be like a very simple template for everyone and anyone to use. It just calculates your income. I do use Fidelity Full View to track my expenses. I think that's just the best one for me right now. I don't have anything crazy going on, and basically I can just like recategorize things and then use those final numbers for the month. I just custom the dates and use those final numbers, and I plug it into my template. It's as simple as that, and then you can see what you're spending on. I'll maybe do another video on how to use it, or just to show people on YouTube, but it's gonna be up on Etsy soon. I am working on just creating the like thumbnails for the shop, and it'll be up soon. But I really hope that people can just find that useful, and it is something that ultimately was for just my personal, like, you know budgeting. Like, it was just so simple to do, and everyone should kind of have access to something so easy. I've been trying to get better with like my routines. I got a walking pad treadmill, and it came in today, and I even got dressed in like workout gear to go work out and use it, and it came damaged. Like, it is just not aligned. I don't know how to fix it. So there's that. I was really excited to use that while I was applying to jobs. I haven't been doing much else. I've been spending time with friends and family, and working on that Etsy thing was really a lot. And then also editing YouTube videos. Like, the first one took me a long time, so I don't know how long this is going to take or if it's going to be any good, but these are just little things that I've been up to. I'm going to continue to apply and not try to freak out, because there's not much I can do. It's not in my control anymore other than just applying. Actually, I just thought about this. Something that I have been considering is taking the PMP and the CSM certifications. So the CSM one, I hear, and from my research, is super simple to do. Shouldn't take long at all. So I think that's where I'm gonna start. And then the PMP, I think I have enough hours to sit down and take the exam. I think you need about like 35 hours or something like that, working hours. And I think like I've had a couple of roles in my past experiences and careers, jobs, where I can like make it, like I did project management related things, which I also like I did. So it wouldn't be too far of a stretch. But yeah, this is how it's going. I would advise anyone that's going through this again to just be patient, cry if you have to, because this shit sucks. And I don't know, be patient, I guess, again, because that's all the advice I really have. It's just this is a tough time. Anyways, hopefully you guys will get to see the template in the next video, and I'll give you guys another update. And yeah, thank you for watching.